Here's a girl, she's a star. She's got style. Steffi Star, you see her face around the town. She's popular. Steffi Star.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
And I'm Meredith Keach.
And we are top-notch real estate agents.
With Coldwell Banker.
We have a large team.
Yep, of top producing agents.
Yes,
Taking,
we are
taking
amazing.
the industry over.
Right, there we go.
And we are basically with Coldwell Banker. We'll call her a Coldwell Banker affiliate.
Yeah.
Right, Jen?
Yeah. Wait, can I just do this noise for a minute? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, introducing the gorgeous, the stunning, Jenn Papagno. Woo! Wait, Jen, are you still Jenn Papagno?
I like to be.
Okay. Well, Meredith's still Meredith Keach, and her kids have a different last name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So she didn't change her name.
I kind of wish I didn't change it.
Oh, you did change it, but you go by Jenn Papagno. It's hard to let go of your name.
Definitely.
Right? But I was okay with it because I grew up with a Greek name, but I'm not Greek. I'm Jewish because my biological father was Jewish, and then he passed when he was only 30.
Oh, wow.
And then my mother married my Greek dad, so he adopted my sister and I, so I grew up with the last name Pavlakis.
So you had already changed your name when you were young.
So I had, right, because I was born Stephanie Quint, and then when my dad adopted me, we were now Stephanie and Nancy Pavlakis. So I grew up with this Greek name, but I went to Hebrew school and religious school and had a bat mitzvah with Greek food and Greek music.
That's cool.
People were confused, so I felt okay changing my name because I changed it to a Jewish name and I felt I identified with that more.
Yeah.
So then when Joe hired me, Joe Papagno, which is Jen's brother, who was my boss for Meredith and me, and now he's our RVP.
He's our big boss.
I said, Joe, should I use my Greek name or my Jewish name? He goes, stick with the Jewish. I'm like, fine. Then I was thinking about getting two separate ones, depending on who I talked to, but it all worked out in the end.
It's definitely tough to let it go.
It is.
That's why I don't use it. I don't use my married name.
I don't even know you're married.
Prado, but I'll order a pizza
Oh, yeah.
and put it on the Prado. I'm Papagno.
Oh, right. Well, right. You can hide when you want to
Yeah.
not know when people, you don't want people to know who you are.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing too. I love it. Well, we have lots to talk about. First of all, sometimes we have to get things out in the open. Like sometimes I have complaints. Do you have any complaints?
Yeah.
I might need a mint for this. Go ahead. You got to know I'm not a complainer, so I endure this segment of the operation.
Right.
Just so we can get
You
it
go
out.
first.
Well, I was.
Oh, Stephanie's like, don't mind me.
Well, I'm a little nauseous today.
I know. You might be pregnant.
I was a little nauseous this morning.
Really?
I think stomach things going around.
Oh, great.
Oh, we're all getting it if we got it in here.
I'm so thirsty. I can't quench my thirst.
Interesting.
And I've drank 3 cups of tea already. I'm almost done with my water.
I mean, it is that time of year where it's just dry wherever you go,
Yeah.
inside, outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
That's really it for today.
Just
Well,
nauseous.
and I'm tired.
But I need to paint a picture. When Stephanie's nauseous, it's not just I'm nauseous. She came in with her hand on her forehead and
Dramatic.
looked in the closet for tea and had to lean against it like she was going to fall down.
Yeah, and then Meredith had the audacity to ask me to look for a fork for her during my nausea attack. I thought it
So
was
she's
rude.
eating something that's probably making you sick.
I thought it was so rude. She's so not empathetic to me when I don't feel good. She thinks I'm baking and she has no time for it.
That's funny.
I did make you a cup of tea, though.
You did. Thank you. You're a good friend.
No, honey.
This is at the office.
Yeah, this was just before we came. What about you, Jen?
Yeah. We should give
How's
a
your
proper
day?
introduction to Jenn Papagno.
Okay, Jenn Papagno.
Do you want your married name?
You can use my maiden name.
Okay.
Jenn-
Jenn Papagno.
Oh.
Just her maiden name.
Mm.
Yeah. And,
okay.
We know you as Joe's sister.
Wait, his twin.
No.
Oh, you're not
Toby
the
is-
twin. Toby.
No. I'm the baby.
So that's how we know you.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself. You could actually make up a whole story, and we might not fully know.
How long have you guys known Joey for?
Um,
Do you call him Joey or Joe?
I call him Joe Papagno.
That's what everybody says.
I have known him for probably 24 years.
Oh, okay.
I've only known him for 15.
So I worked at Papagno Real Estate
Oh.
back in the day
Right,
when Sonny was there.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny,
Oh, I didn't
Michael
know that.
Heichel. Michael
Oh.
Heichel.
Mhm.
You know him?
Mm-hmm.
How can you not?
That was fun. That was a fun
Mhm.
office.
And then you left.
Then I left.
And then
But were you
I
an
am.
agent?
I wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, what'd you do?
I just worked in the front office.
Okay.
You mean you were an admin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in my 20s.
You were just a kid.
I was just a kid.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was. Everyone there was. It was a good group of people
Yeah.
at the time.
Nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't like to brag, but we are such a fun office.
That's when
Yeah.
the Brax was that other bar. What was that called?
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Owen O'Leary's.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Good
we would
memory.
go there all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, and then that Thai food restaurant that's in that plaza, Thailand.
Remember when the Spine Stop went in and they got shut down for prostitution?
Well, that just took a turn, didn't it?
Thanks, everyone, for the show. I'll be back tomorrow. For
I was just
another
going to start
episode.
talking about bad Thai, but forget it.
That same.
You know, let's just cut right to the prostitution. Sometimes girls have to make an extra buck. Meanwhile, I'm a little intrigued with the foot thing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, right? Because my feet are not bad. I'm wondering how much money I could make.
From what?
Taking a picture of your feet
Yeah.
for someone? Oh, probably a lot.
Oh, like you have feet only fans?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. You have cute feet.
I know. That's
Speaking
what I'm
of,
saying.
those shoes are awesome.
I know.
You can make some bucks.
My shoes are so cute. I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
It's
but
gross.
I mean, it's not new, folks.
Oh, no,
Right.
it's not.
people have fetishes.
Yeah.
If people want to get excited over my feet,
Hey,
go for it.
how about it?
Just here's my Venmo.
Here's my Venmo. I'm going to try it.
Can you pay OnlyFans through Venmo? I don't know what the payment plan is.
Jen seemed to come right up with that payment plan,
Hmm.
which makes me
I
wonder.
think
why I
everybody
wonder.
knows.
Okay, so far what we know about Jen is she's Joe's brother. Sister. And
Younger
you worked
sister.
at the front office, younger sister, and you worked at the front
I-
office of
I worked at Any Moves, too.
Hanneman Papagno.
Corporate
Yeah.
And he moves.
in Waltham?
Mm-hmm.
You schlepped?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was a
Every
horrible
day?
ride.
Oh, yeah. I won't
Terrible.
schlep.
The clock tower.
Oh, wow.
No, that's bad.
Yeah.
They have since closed that
Yeah.
corporate office.
Yep.
Yeah.
At first it was Boston, then we moved to Waltham.
Well, we're not even any moves. That was like 7
know.
names ago anyway.
I know.
Yeah, but my email is stephanie.weinstein.
At Any Moves. I know.
moves.com.
Maybe that's why I didn't get your email.
We should rebrand it.
CB. Well, you can use CB Realty.
Yeah, true. Maybe I'm going to do that.
Maybe I'll use that for the new year.
It's a good plan.
Try to email me on my CB Realty,
Okay, well,
and I'll do the same for you.
all right.
So you worked at corporate, and then you were done.
Yeah, then I got a job locally, and then I had kids. And then I stayed home with them for a long time.
How old are they now?
Viviana's 14. Georgie's going to be 12 this month. Same birthday as Hannah, Joey's daughter.
I love the name Viviana.
Oh,
Thank you.
and I love Georgie.
Georgie.
Mm,
Those are so cute.
thank you. They're total opposites.
Being a stay-at-home mom is exhausting.
So
Yeah.
you're a stay-at-home mom.
I am, but I'm getting myself. I was telling her I'm getting back out there.
I give you so much credit.
It was hard to stay home after working since you were 14 years old.
Yes.
It is so hard.
It's not easy.
Right. I used to be so jealous of my friends that went to work.
Yeah.
I'm like, they get to get up and take a shower.
and look
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, pack a lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get to talk to adults during the day because, I didn't have Facebook or anything.
No.
So it was isolating, folks.
It is. All you did was feed your kids.
Right.
And
I
change
was-
them and
A glorified maid,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Right?
a lot.
yeah.
cooking, cleaning.
It's a calling for some.
Mhm.
I loved it. I mean,
Right?
I didn't miss like one field trip and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So I'll never regret that. But
Right. No.
now I'm just like, okay,
You're ready.
You guys can get off the bus and
Right.
make your own snack after school now.
Exactly. I felt the same way.
Ugh,
I
can't
finally
wait.
was like, I'm ready to follow my dreams, which apparently was real estate.
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing too.
So you'll have
I got to
your-
take my test soon.
Okay.
I took it and I failed it.
Well, you and
It's
everybody
common
else.
sentiment.
So I told you that before.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
matter.
that will be coming up pretty soon.
You'll take it again, and you take it again and again until you pass
I
it.
don't even care if I don't. I just
Nobody
keep doing
has
it.
to know.
I know.
Oh, it
Eventually,
doesn't matter. All you need is your ticket.
right.
Once you get it, you're done.
Right. Although then you
I
have to
know.
keep up with your credits.
But you kind of
That's
think
all
about
right,
that.
though.
It's a lot as we get older in life. So I was working on some essays recently, my daughter for a school application, and the parents have to give their application essay portion of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, it's been 25 years since I've really needed to write an essay. So to jump back in to schooling at this point, you're using different brain muscles.
It's true.
I wouldn't feel badly because you failed the first time, or the first 10, quite frankly, because
Doesn't matter.
one, it doesn't matter. And number
I
two, you're never going to use that
Not
brain.
one thing. Not
when
one
you're
thing.
out there.
I know.
And you haven't used that brain in so long that it's just.
They try to trick you. I
Yeah.
took the class. I was like, "Excuse me, Ms. Instructor, I cannot do math." She goes, "Honey,
That's the worst part.
if any math questions come up, just circle C."
It's true.
I go, "Fine."
There's like 7 questions on this test currently now, though. There's not a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they switch up the test. I think everyone has a different test. No?
The day I went a couple months ago, they said every single person throughout the whole day
Failed.
failed. Not one person passed the test. And I was like, I was psyched inside. It felt so much better.
No, but
I cried.
how does that help anything? It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
Why do they have to make it so hard?
Did you
Especially-
pass either part?
I was like a couple points off from one
Probably the state
section, yeah.
So everyone passes eventually they pass the state before they pass the federal. But I was the opposite. I studied so hard that I passed the big part, the main real estate meat.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't pass the state part. I didn't even study for the state part. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll study now for the state. For some reason, couldn't get past the hurdle. Like that, everyone passes that part first.
Do you know
Not
what I
me.
did? I skipped the ones I couldn't get right away, and I wrote down what number they were so I could go back.
Yeah,
Which is smart because you don't want to spend too much time on it.
right.
I went back and I filled them in. Then at the end, you hit submit. And it says you have like so many that were empty. Do you want to go back? And I hit no by mistake. But
Oh.
it didn't say, are you sure?
Oh, so
I
it
was
just
like-
said, okay.
It just said, okay, yeah. But you go to the grocery store and they say, how many bags do you have? And it says 2. And then you go, are you sure you have 2 bags so you can pay for the paper bags? And it asks you at Shaw's.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so I'm like, you
So
guys
how
can't
long
ask
do
me
you
on
have
this
to
test.
wait to go take it again.
You can take it whenever you
You can
want.
take it
You
immediately.
can, right
There's
away.
so
you can
many.
Go back
You can go the
again?
next week if you want.
Yeah.
Could you go the next hour?
No, I don't.
I don't think so. I think
No.
you have to go online. I'd probably go online.
You have to
and-
go back online, register somewhere, and
So you took it twice?
I took it more than twice.
Okay.
The
so-
state part.
Yeah, it stinks.
I took it 3 times. I cried every time I failed.
It's awful. It's like a terror. But then you're like, you know what? You get over it and you move on.
Well, that's it.
And then you run. Now look at you.
Look at me.
Well,
Look
look
at
at
you.
you.
Doesn't
Look at
matter.
you.
Well,
Look at you.
Seriously, test doesn't
Did
matter.
you think the test was hard?
Meredith
it was a long
aced it.
time ago. that
Meredith's
I took
also
it.
a broker, so
It's
she had to
40
take the
hours
broker
now, the
test.
class.
But when I took it, I wasn't far out of school, so there's a big difference.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I
You were
finished
used to
school.
studying.
Yeah, and I was still in my 20s.
Some people have that phobia too. The test
Oh
phobia.
yeah, no, I'm not a great test taker.
Oh, I'm terrible.
I'm a better writer, but it's a necessary evil, and I am for standardized testing.
I'm hands-on too. I like to watch something and then
I
do
think
it.
it requires
Right.
you to learn and study, and regardless of whether you're good at test taking or not, I do think that I am for standardized testing. But I took it so long ago, and I was just out of school, so it
Mhm.
doesn't.
Right.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
I guess, and that's what I'm trying to say. Is even me just writing essays, I was like, I haven't worked these muscles in a long time.
Right.
We write for work, but the copy that we create is not involved in like a
No,
short
we're just
form
writing
essay.
a paragraph
Yeah.
about the house.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I
which
know.
is-
And then once you do it so much, it's kind of just flows.
Everything in
right.
our business is,
Yeah.
well, not everything, because you have to have a business mind for sure,
Mm-hmm.
for your greater success. But the rest is what Stephanie talks about, emotional
Right.
intelligence. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
People and what they need and what they want.
As long as you can connect with people,
That's simple.
That's
I mean, and
really
keep
so
easy.
yourself and your clients from getting sued, then the
Mhm,
rest
that's
is
it.
fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Good person.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Check.
That's it. That's it,
And
folks.
if you're lucky, you'll be like us. We don't ever feel like we go to work.
I know, and you love that you don't have like a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Although I do dream
don't wanna
about
do
shift
that.
work.
Me too, because just
Do you?
imagine after your
Weekends
shift,
off?
you're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to think
It
about
never
anything.
ends.
You don't have to have your phone on you 24/7.
But then
My
you can
shift
have
work
you have
is
as
gonna
many
involve
vacation
coffee.
days as you want.
Yeah.
You can take as long as lunch as you want. You
Oh,
know?
us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It
the-
works for our
It's
well,
good.
personalities.
yeah.
And
We
your
don't-
family, you just do everything around their schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we don't really go out to lunch, although we did have a fabulous lunch meeting
We
yesterday.
did. I
But-
tell myself I'm going to go to lunch more, and then I don't do it.
Right.
I get lunch at White's and then go to
Meredith
my
and I
office.
decided one year we were going to do a cheeseburger test all around the tape, all around Easton, and find out who has the best cheeseburger.
So what'd you come up with?
After we gobbled down a giant
a good
cheeseburger at
idea.
Stone Forge and we couldn't move and we ate all the fries, we decided it probably wasn't a good idea.
Well, you shouldn't have
So-
the fries.
So we ditched that
We-
idea.
like we're going to get so
But
bad.
you know what? We're always thinking, right? We're
So-
always thinking of the next thing. That's
Stone
how we
Forge
roll.
One?
What?
Stone Forge
Stone
one?
Forge won because that was the only cheeseburger we ate.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
They,
It was
um,
short-lived.
I heard that they are getting a new manager. No, a new owner.
Oh.
A new owner. Things are going to be switched up a little bit. There's
Yeah.
going to be a new menu, smaller.
Mm.
The decor is going to change a little bit. Maybe they have a little competition from Gian.
Probably, right next door.
That's
I haven't
what I'm
been there yet.
thinking.
Yeah.
Are you living under a rock?
I am.
Do you
They-
go out often or no? For dinner?
I've been
No, you
starting to go. I'm
cook.
going to Newport this weekend. And I do cook, yeah.
Love Newport. Can we talk about that?
Mm.
Okay, so where in Newport are you staying?
Actually, my friend has a place in Middletown, so
Yeah.
she's
Okay.
like a mile from all
Yeah,
the
it's right there.
excitement.
She owns or
She
Airbnb?
owns. It's actually Ken Licciardi's sister-in-law.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Kathy's sister?
Nope.
Oh.
His brother's wife,
Oh,
David.
We love Ken Licciardi.
What street?
What street is she on?
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember.
Is it near Second?
She's like literally you go down the street, take a left, and then you're in the heart of Newport. I can't remember the name of her.
That's great.
Her address. We
That's a
go
great
every
location.
January.
And how
Oh.
many days do you stay?
I'm just going Friday to Sunday.
Will you go to 22
That's-
Bowens? It's my favorite.
Yeah, I love it there.
I really feel like I'm a pirate when I go there.
Why?
I
Because it's from like the 1600s.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you go
Oh.
in there and it's like it's as old as dirt. And I mean, magnificent food and the decor is cool, but if you don't have a tinge of thinking that you sailed out of a ship 300 years ago there,
You
then
don't?
there's something wrong with you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You have to.
Wait, I don't
mean,
think
it's
I've been there.
So historical. You go to the candy store.
Mhm.
Oh, in January they'll have a roaring fire.
Ooh.
Oh,
The
my
restaurants are
God.
good. The bars are good.
Ugh.
We go to a hotel. I forget the name of it. Jen and her husband, like, we go and hang out with this best bartender there.
The
So
Which one's
we'll go-
Missy's daughter works
I think it's
there?
at the Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't think it's that one.
Yeah.
She is a
Velvet and-
wonderful
oh,
concierge.
God. Walk around with the town historian around Newport. Let me tell you, it's a different
It's
experience.
fun.
Oh, it's.
I love
I know,
Newport.
I do
It's
too.
nice.
Anthony and I tried. We went last summer, and the mansion was about to close, but she's like, "You can go run through it."
Oh, nice.
And we were like, "We have to come back."
It's fun.
Yeah, and we ate at we ate at some magical restaurants.
Newport accommodations are not inexpensive anymore.
Oh God,
It's
no.
in the summer. It's minimum of $800 a night.
Is there anything
Anywhere, too.
inexpensive anywhere?
Yeah.
Round trip tickets to Florida are $600-700.
Well, it's like the
I just
height.
went to New York in August and it was ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know what it is off season. You know, what 42 North, like what I don't know what
Oh God,
accommodations are there now.
We like
but
to eat
The
there.
Vanderbilt was
Everything's pricey.
3-night minimum, and I think it was $800 last summer.
There you go.
Yeah.
$800 a night
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Well, luckily Jen doesn't have to pay that because she's staying with her friend.
she has a wealthy friend.
Is it just you two?
My friend, a couple of us.
Oh, so it's a girls' weekend.
Yeah, we go.
I
every
mean, I'd like you
January.
to up your game and have a friend on Bellevue, though.
I know. I would like to have.
Tell
that
your
too.
friend, say you're disappointing.
So I think it's time for you to upgrade.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fun weekend.
Oh,
No, that's
but
gonna
Middletown
be-
is great, actually. I probably live in Middletown over Newport.
Yeah, because it's not hectic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets so crowded.
It
So-
is.
Oh, and
Have
then
you guys rented those teeny little cars?
we have not.
No, I want to.
Tony does too.
I might do that with the kids this year.
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Summer.
good idea. They'll
It's
love
wicked
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph, I'm surprised you guys haven't done it. It's right up your alley.
I know. Tony always looks at it, and it's just never the right time.
And the other thing is you go for a weekend and they have one of the picnic companies set up a picnic for you. on Ocean Drive.
Squeeze me?
Yeah, and they bring all this food, and it's a cute little picnic tent, and there's all these little tents set up. These companies do that, and you just hang out there, and they have all the food ready for you, and you just look out at the gorgeous ocean.
That's nice.
It's a Newport thing, and you get those little cars. And
Wait, how old do you have to be to drive those things?
probably an adult.
Yeah, you
'cause
probably
you're-
need your license because you're on the streets. You're on the mean streets.
Oh
of
yeah, you are
Newport.
on the streets. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to be drinking alcohol before you get in them because you will have
With your
tragic
kids.
demise.
No. Yeah, those are cute.
And what's the one out on the cliff for Sunday nights?
Oh yeah. Well, this
Cliff.
cliff walk. So what's that restaurant and hotel that overlooks?
Not Cliff Manor.
I don't know.
I can't think.
You know, Ocean something
Ocean
on Sunday nights.
I don't remember.
Oh God!
Oh
it's
God!
the
People
best.
listening to the podcast
Yeah,
will be
are
like,
screaming.
Idiots.
they're like,
I need to be
hello.
able
we
to tell
know.
her.
Ocean.
Yeah, we have the something manor that begins with a C that looks over First
Cliff.
Beach, and then you have the one on Sunday nights
Oh,
that you go
right.
out to. What's that?
Meredith,
I can't remember.
I have a menopausal brain.
Same. Yeah,
Things are
I was up
just
extra early today.
coming and going.
Whoa.
We have a lot
All
on your
night.
plate. You're in a
Wow.
lot of different boards. You have a lot of real estate business going on. You have kids applying for private schools.
I don't do Botox anymore either, so I can move
How
my
come?
eyebrows. The negatives were outweighing the positives.
Oh,
I've never done it.
me neither.
It was making this eye squinty and this eyebrow sink
Oh
down.
yeah, it can happen.
And
Were you scared?
no, I just was annoying. I'd walk around like this, or I'd go to smile and I'd go like this. And that's,
I'm kind of
That's not
glad
fun.
you don't do that anymore.
I don't think you need it.
Well, I got a line right here, and it is coming back. And so one day, my kids said to me, "Mommy, are you mad at us?"
Yes, you little brats.
I
Go
said,
to your room.
"No, but it's time for Botox."
That's funny.
You had a good
Enough.
run.
I had a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just got this hand held facial thing.
Yeah.
So it has an LED light. Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen those.
I am waiting for it to come in. I'm so excited. Like they show
You go up, right?
You go up and it gives you a facelift.
What about that whole mask thing that goes on your face?
I have one.
How is it?
It's fabulous.
Everybody loves them.
There is a gadget.
There's not a gadget.
Stephanie, that
I don't
Stephanie
have.
doesn't have.
I'm like, yep, I'll get that.
That's because it comes up on now that our phones are listening to us, we're gonna get in our
Right.
cars and it's gonna have all
Yeah.
this stuff that's
And it's so easy to just order, and it's so exciting. I come home, I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Like
that's,
what?
I
And
love
then
that.
most of the stuff I don't even like.
Oh, but I will tell you. So we had Natalie Mandeville on here. She started a skincare company called Grounded.
Mhm.
And it was actually, she started it because she fell in love with essential oils. And she then had an essential oil habit. And she said, I need to find a way to pay for my essential oil habit. And she started making skincare from everything from lip balm, lip scrub, creams, tinctures, potions,
That's awesome.
you name it. And her line is
Blowing
off the
up.
ground, so to speak.
Good for
Love
her.
it.
And
Soaps? Didn't she make
soaps?
soaps?
Soaps.
Yeah, like
I think
all
she started with
natural
soaps, right?
Soaps, yeah,
Yep.
beautiful. She brought us in some soaps
Yep.
and lip scrub.
Does she
And
have a
she's
store?
just
Does
studying
she
and
have
studying.
I don't think
She
so.
does pop up now. She has it in her garage, and she'll go to local farmers markets. She's a standby at a whole bunch of them, and she now has a following of people like me. And so I saw her. She threw together a table for Easton's 300, which was a big event, and
How come we didn't have a table there?
I don't think it was their focus in the beginning until vendors started reaching out to them
Oh,
saying,
okay.
"Are you doing it?"
Okay.
And then they said, that's a great idea because it was a cold day.
Mm.
And I will tell you, I love the oil for my face.
I love
What
oil.
does she put in it? You know,
I don't know. It's
Frankincense and all that stuff?
magic. It's such a transition, particularly this time of year.
Oh.
And then she had a different one that's antioxidant. So it basically, she said, you could drink this. She puts it in her water,
Mm.
but it's vitamin C infused as well.
Yeah.
So great.
Vitamin
Oh,
So
C is
great.
good for your face.
oh,
Yeah, I put vitamin C serum
that's it.
in.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
put that
have.
on at night, and then in the morning I actually put vitamin E on my face.
Castor oil too.
I have
Oh.
castor oil.
What
I
a
got-
game changer.
You're my girl. We look at the same things.
Well, and so you guys have gorgeous skin, so that's a testament to
Well,
that, right?
I mean, we try.
Yeah.
You know, we don't like to brag.
Now, do you think there's anything behind? So I wash my face and then put this oil on, or I would put a cream on.
Yeah.
I would never dry lotion my face. Would you?
Dry lotion?
Because I feel like you have to put water on it, and then a cream or an oil seals the water in. Is there any validity to that?
So when I get out of the shower and I'm still wet,
Yeah.
I put on my body oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
put on my face stuff and my body oil.
Every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every day. I hate dry skin.
Same.
Ugh.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I spray things on my face. Actually, I forgot to spray my face today with my stuff.
The mist.
Mm-hmm. I forgot it.
I think I would love
Now I'm
everything in your
uncomfortable.
bathroom cabinet.
You probably would, but you wouldn't love my bathroom.
We're working towards Stephanie renovating her bathroom.
It's
yeah?
like 35 years old, my bathroom.
She hates it.
The cabinets are hanging off the hinge.
She hates going in there
can't-
every day.
It's like that, and why I haven't done it, I don't know.
She can't get to that first step.
I can't.
She has the money.
I'm
She
too
has
cheap.
the contractor.
Oh, you'll get to knock everything down. And
Of
start
course,
fresh.
and it's not a huge bathroom.
She has a plan.
at all.
Yeah.
But Anthony was driving me crazy because he wanted me to have 2 sinks. The bathroom is very small, and
like
I don't
2 sinks.
and I don't have
You
a
do
makeup
or don't?
area.
I do.
I don't.
I need a makeup area.
I think 2 sinks
And
is
I
a
don't have
waste
room
of
in my
space.
bedroom for a makeup area, so I want 1 sink because I only use it to brush my teeth.
Why would you
And-
not do what Benny did? It's amazing.
It's gorgeous. Because I also feel like I don't want to overdo my condo.
Well,
If I was in a single
renovating
family,
after 35 years is not overdoing.
Do you have a walk-in closet?
I do.
Can you put makeup on in there?
No,
It's not like a big closet.
it's
right?
packed.
It's like a Kardashian closet.
It's packed.
Well, she had it customized.
I did. Yeah. But now that Alexis moved out, he has his own bathroom and his own walk-in closet.
Oh, so you're good.
So I don't need 2 sinks in my bathroom.
That's true.
Hello.
Well, if you're the only one that's going to use it, then 1 sink.
Yeah.
Now, share with me on why you like 2 sinks in a bathroom.
I just think it has a lot of, you have more space. If you can fit 2 sinks, I feel like the bathroom's probably big.
Yeah,
Right?
but wouldn't you love that extra counter space?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I have 2
I guess in your case,
I have 2
probably.
dirty sinks with hair in it.
you don't have
'Cause
to
I-
share with somebody, so it's good.
My hair's all over the bathroom. I have makeup all over the counter. That is why my poor cleaning person, whom I love, and she's been with me for almost 30 years, went to my house at 7:30 a.m. and didn't finish up until 4:30 p.m.
No.
Well, she takes her time. Too.
Yeah. And she
Okay.
rearranges my shoes and everything's
Yeah.
perfect.
Mm.
Everything's perfect.
So she's
but
doing a little extra because she knows you for so long.
maybe. No, that's just it's just the way she is.
That's nice.
Yeah. But I just saw Meredith's new renovation and I can't stop thinking about it.
And I'm not
In your
kidding.
bathroom?
She did
First floor.
kitchen, living room, dining room, mud room.
Everything.
It
huh?
is
That's awesome.
Makes
Brand
me
new.
happy
It
when I
is
go home.
hardwood floors.
You posted something about your mud room, I
gorgeous.
think, didn't you?
Yeah.
It came out beyond.
Yeah.
How's your kitchens? You got 2 ovens?
Nope.
1 oven in the wall?
I'm not a big cook. I mean, I cook. I feed my family.
Mm-hmm.
I made a homemade broth this overnight. You know, I do that.
You do
kind of
cook,
stuff.
Meredith.
I do cook, but I'm not like
You're not cooking major meals.
no,
For your
No.
family.
no.
Now, on the other hand,
I
Jen-
shy away from the major meals, quite honestly.
Yeah, nobody
That's out of
eats
my
anything
wheelhouse.
anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
kids eat a bite and they're full.
I would
Your
would
kids
not
are
use
tall
a double
and
oven.
thin.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But I do have a kick-ass stove.
You
I did
can get
one.
a stove though with double ovens, you know.
Yeah.
So, Jen, we know that you are a big cook.
Yeah, and I have the worst kitchen in the world.
Oh.
I know. Someday.
So, are you cooking these major meals now? When my kids were growing up, I was in the kitchen because I was home.
Yeah.
So I cooked major meals every night. And Jason, I was married to Jason at the time. He liked everything low fat, and we had to have a sauce, and he liked Mediterranean. So
That's very healthy.
Yeah, so I adapted to, he's very healthy. In fact, when he was 12 years old, he was eating a candy bar and he looked at the candy bar and he said, "My body is a temple. Why am I putting this in my body?"
Wow, he's dedicated.
And that was it. And ever since, he is committed to like good food choices.
So he never wants like fried clams and
No.
French fries.
No. In fact, the first time I started going out with Tony.
He never has a hankering for like something fried.
No, he thinks it's
He'd probably get a stomachache.
He thinks it's absolutely disgusting. And when I started dating Tony, he's like, hey, Tony likes to eat. Want to get a big thing of nachos with cheese?
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
So he won't eat pasta then, probably.
No, he loves pasta.
Oh,
he
he
has
does
a
do
high
that.
carb diet. He's very thin.
Oh, okay.
Yep, high carb. He works out. I gave him my bike. What's that bike?
Peloton.
I gave him my Peloton, even though Anthony was livid and everybody in my family was livid, but the bike was sitting there and I stayed quiet and I watched.
Those are unhealthy.
And I watched for, Meredith told me, don't get it. And she psyched me out.
Because Mr. Big died on it.
Well, so I watched and I waited to see if anyone was going to use the bike. And I did when I first got it, like anything else I get. And I waited. 1 month went by. No one used it.
What did I tell you?
Was it
you
a
said,
hanger?
don't get it.
Was
You're
it
going
a
to put.
clothes hanger?
I couldn't because it was in my living room.
Oh.
Anyway,
I said, don't put it in your living
Yeah,
room
she
because
said
you're going to
don't.
feel bad about
Yeah,
yourself
I
and
did.
about life.
While you're watching TV,
You're going to
and
start to
snack.
it'll make you depressed.
I
True.
hated myself.
See?
That's not a good room to put it in.
It was not. It was
You
terrible.
need to put it in the basement.
So
She
I
said, no, Meredith, I'm going to use it.
I said, Meredith, shut up. So after 3 months, I called Jason and I said, would you like the Peloton bike? If one day I want it back, you can give it back. And he said, sure. Tony was livid.
You didn't ask Tony first.
No, because he never used it. And I wanted it out of my house because ever since Meredith put that in my head, I was miserable. So I had to get rid of it. And Jason uses it all the time.
I'm sure he does.
And Tony doesn't.
Can we
So-
go back to Jen's great cooking
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in her terrible kitchen?
Yeah. So are you cooking every night for the kids and the husband?
Viv doesn't like to eat anything but burgers, steak, and
Oh, she's a mini
she's
carnivore.
pain. She's pain. Georgia will eat everything.
Okay.
He'll try everything. Viv won't try it. She'll say she doesn't like it. She's never tried it.
Yeah.
Makes me
You know what?
crazy.
They do grow out of that because Gregory couldn't eat a vegetable.
She better grow out of
He
it.
would eat a string bean and go, "Blah."
I know.
I'm like, oh, knock it off.
And, you know, the interesting thing is as palates change, at least with my kids, they love something today and tomorrow they don't like it.
She was great as a baby. She ate
Interesting.
everything I cooked her. I
It'll come
made
back.
their food. Like I would buy
Oh, yeah.
veggies and mash them up myself.
Oh, you
know?
were that type of mother?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the magic bullet.
You know, I would be too lazy for that.
Do you know what my
easy.
mother-in-law
I commend
did
you.
that is so brilliant?
What?
She had 9 children and all healthy.
Can you imagine?
Like,
No.
and she told me to do this, and I guess I just never got my arms around it, but it's so brilliant. She would take what they were having for dinner
Yep.
and put it in the blender, and that's what she would give the kids.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And she goes, then they're
That's like what I
automatically
would
accustomed
do.
to what we eat.
Oh, that's brilliant. You
I
did
thought
that?
that was so
I would
brilliant.
make like a roast chicken and veggies, and then I'd
Yeah.
toss it in there. I'd do them separately.
Yeah.
Mothers,
I
are
never
you
even-
listening to this, mothers? This is a huge tip for you.
Yes.
Take
Yeah.
your husband's meal, you and your
Yes.
husband, put it in your blender,
Yes.
and make your baby's food.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I love that.
But sometimes I think I overcomplicate
It's
things.
not a lot because they're babies. They don't eat a lot. And then
Right.
you freeze it.
Yeah.
Right. They eat a tablespoon.
But now
Mm.
with like babydom in my rearview mirror, it seems so easy.
Yeah.
right. Right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay. So you like to cook. So in full disclosure, yes, now I have a new kitchen, which is really great.
Mhm.
But my kitchen was one sledgehammer away from a bad day.
Yeah.
So it was bad.
Like
I
my
had
bathroom.
my dog knocked off one of the knobs for the stove, so I had 3
She had
it was
pickled floors,
pickled floors,
pickled cabinets.
cabinets.
Vi-
Cabinets were falling off.
Wait, did you have a vinyl floor?
I had linoleum.
You had a
floors,
linoleum
pickled
floor with
cabinets.
pickled cabinets
One of the cabinets had fallen
and a blush pink countertop
Yes.
vinyl.
off. Formica,
So that's what
1990, circa
Oh,
1990.
90s. Okay.
1990. So it was rough. And so for me now, having a new kitchen,
You want to cook.
I'm renewing my
Right.
because it was depressing cooking in that
and
space.
especially to
So
be
you
able
want to cook now?
Well,
And
you
it's
know, I don't have a lot
winter.
of time. When I do, yeah, when I
Right.
do have time. Like my mom's sick, and so I thought, you know, I'll
make a soup.
I'll make her some. I actually might not even make her soup. I think I'm just going to bring her broth, and then she can
Okay.
add what she wants. I'll make sure there's vitamin C in it, extra
Do
garlic.
bone broth or chicken?
Yeah,
Bone's
bone.
good.
Yeah.
It's really
And-
healthy.
I feel like you should make her matzo ball soup.
Maybe that would be good. I haven't
So
done a matzo ball
good.
though.
Mm.
And I have homemade meatballs in the freezer.
I'm hungry.
You just made those, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
See, Jen knows.
I always remember those.
Yeah.
food
She
toasts.
knows.
Yeah.
She watches you, Meredith.
Well,
K.
you know, like what's better than having a meat when you're like, I need to make
And
something
they
or
freeze
I'm
awesome,
hungry.
too.
Yeah.
You freeze them raw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
really?
I
you
didn't freeze
cooked
them
them?
wrong. Yep.
Wait, do you put them right in the sauce to cook, or do you fry them up in a
I
pan, or
brown
do
them.
you
Yeah, I
brown them in
brown
a
them, too.
pan? Because
That's
I was
too
just
risky.
just
Yeah.
watching something
I
on
think it tastes,
Instagram.
but seals in the flavor.
Yeah. So you also have a catering business.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like a
So you're like
word of
legit
mouth.
cook.
It's not like a. I don't have like.
Where did you and Joe get this talent?
Parents love to cook.
Oh.
So we do the raviolis for Christmas every year.
Oh.
We make them homemade.
So you do homemade pasta.
Yep.
Who has a pasta machine?
All of us.
All the siblings.
We all have one. Yeah.
Okay, that's my next goal for this year is
Make your own pasta?
homemade pasta. I do want to start before I get a machine. I do want to start with doing it just on my counter.
The flour, and
Yeah.
then you make a well
Yeah.
and put the egg in.
Yeah.
I
I've
need
never
to
done it,
have
I
that
watch.
Maybe we should do it at my house.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
My
We can do a
friend Meredith
pasta
Bonnie
night.
makes homemade pasta all the time.
Awesome.
She
You
taught
never want
my
to eat out of the box ever.
yeah.
Well, okay, so
So my father, his grandparents were from Italy, so his grandmother would roll the dough.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
in a big
that.
wooden roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'd cook all the time. So that's where we started the whole tradition from my dad to make the raviolis.
Well, you know what's something I'm learning as I get older?
What?
Unless you are a trained chef,
Mhm.
where you're working in a restaurant and making new things all the time and really super fancy dishes.
Mm-hmm.
The good cooks in my life have like a staple of like 10 things that they make really well,
Mm-hmm.
right? And every family I've read
has a favorite
eats the
dish.
same thing over and over,
That's true.
right? Because you make what your kids are going to eat ultimately. And, you know,
Right.
and my mother-in-law too, I learned, she didn't tell me this, but I kind of learned over time, there was always 10,000 dishes of something out on the table. Because with so many kids,
Mm-hmm.
she never threw food away. There was always leftovers from the other day. So she would, if she made a roast, then there would be a new side. Plus there were sides from yesterday,
Mhm.
green beans from here.
Variety.
And basically
Perfect.
it was a little bit, even if your kid is just eating mashed potato, they're eating,
Right.
they've got something.
Then just eat the mashed potatoes.
Just eat the mashed
I
potatoes.
actually had two signature dishes.
Oh,
So I made spaghetti once a week,
yep.
right? I opened up my marinara sauce. I added red wine, some sugar, some salt and pepper.
Which sauce were you using?
I don't remember any
Which
type of
is-
marinara.
Kitchen ready pastine. Please tell me you make it out of that. Yours.
The tomatoes. So we use the Hunt's puree.
Oh, okay.
The Hunt's
Yeah, but
It's
you
a
gotta
different
cook- you have
taste.
to- yeah, but you can't. You have to cook it. It tastes terrible if you take a spoonful of
Yeah.
it. You have to cook it for like.
I want to hear
day.
how you make that.
You have
I
to
just
cook
want
the
to tell
sauce. You have
you,
to put all the meat in the sauce and let it sit there for. A long
I
time.
want to hear what you do. But my other signature, and ladies and men, write this down.
Yeah.
Right? And Meredith, I had told you about this.
Oh, is this the boneless?
This is the boneless chicken thighs.
This is on my weekly.
So you get a glass Pyrex, 8x9, and you put the chicken thighs in, and you add soy sauce, red wine,
Mm-hmm.
garlic powder.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken thighs are good.
It literally
$3.75 for 1 hour.
Is, yep, done. Make a side of rice
And
pilaf
you know what they love
and a
about
salad.
it? It's like crispy on the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so freaking good. It
Yep.
is the easiest midweek meal you
Yep.
could possibly make.
And it's
Yep.
tasty,
That's in our
too.
rotation.
And it's so tasty.
I only
And
use
it's
chicken
cheap.
thighs with chicken soup when I make chicken soup. It's all
because
Oh,
the
interesting.
dark meat.
yeah.
Mhm.
Don't start with the dark meat and mother.
It breaks apart nice.
Let's hear about your
Yeah.
Italian sauce
Yeah.
recipe.
So you make the meatballs, you brown those. You do
Yep.
pork and sausage, brown everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
don't-
then
do you do that? Pork and sausage?
pork and
veal,
sausage.
pork, and beef was my meat mix that I
I
used.
feel bad for
But
the lamb.
we
I feel
yeah.
bad
So
for
I
the
use.
pig,
You do?
but that's fine.
For the meat, but my mother-in-law uses sausage and beef.
Okay. So
Meredith,
I do.
are you
pork and-
Italian?
No.
Pork
Okay,
and
well,
hamburger.
we need to hear how Jen makes
I
her
know. Well, I'm
sauce
just, she asked if
Aren't
that's
you
what I used.
Scandinavian?
I am not of cooking stock. Put it that way. I never have claimed to. Am I good? No.
I feel like you are a good cook, though. The pictures you post are
Yeah.
lovely.
Well,
and you
yeah,
make a nice seafood boil, like your lobster.
Yeah,
and
everybody
your-
has a couple of things
Yeah.
you can make, you know. I didn't know going into marriage that I was going to have to become a cook.
You know, they don't tell us things.
No.
They
that was
really
one of them.
don't.
That was one of them. I was
I like-
furious.
Yeah. You know, Jason works, so I had to do everything.
3 squares. You are, honest to God, to all the young mothers out there, you are going to find yourself making three meals a day for people. Those people.
I cannot
It's
believe
the dishes that I
those people are hungry again.
Again.
Oh
Yep.
God, my son will not stop eating.
It's a lot.
I can't
He
take
will
it.
not stop eating.
But I'm at a point where I embrace it now. It's my job, and there's a
you're-
division of labor in my house, and that's
Does Sean still sweep the floors?
He sweeps. He loves to sweep. And you know what? I was going to have put in one of those things that go into the
The electric.
yeah, but I didn't. They were like, we can do it, and then I didn't because now.
Sean would have loved that.
But you know what?
you
now,
could have said Merry
Wait,
Christmas.
What was it?
The central vac.
Here's why,
Oh,
because the
yeah.
central vac.
You know,
is
it
in the
opens up and
basement.
you.
Yes.
It sucks it in for when you're sweeping,
Mhm.
but now you have to go down to the basement to empty that
Not
thing
that.
out.
Not that often.
It wasn't.
You know
worth
what?
it. I didn't feel like doing it.
I
Well,
think laundry chutes are cool. I wish we still
Those
had
are.
It would be
Those
great
have
in my
been
house.
banned.
Wouldn't you love to build a house and have
You're
one of
not
those?
allowed to do that. It's against code.
Is
The-
it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fat girl in our neighborhood got stuck.
Not the chunky girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Weren't they
The
cool?
fire
though?
department had to come.
My uncle had one of.
Oh,
the
they're
best.
so cool.
We actually used to go down there.
Kind of
too.
makes me nervous though when I show a house that has a laundry chute.
They.
It
I
kind of
haven't
makes the
seen one in
lower.
years.
It makes my lower back tingle. Wait, I want to hear Jen's. I want to hear Jen's.
Yeah, I want to hear more cooking.
I want to
You
hear
keep
your.
changing the subject.
I want to
I'm
hear
sorry.
your recipe.
Okay, so you do homemade pasta and sauce.
All right, we want to hear how you put this
Yeah.
together.
You make the meatballs. You brown those.
Okay.
Then you take the sausage. You brown those.
Okay.
With lots of olive oil, tons of garlic in the meatballs. Do you
Okay.
use a ton of garlic when you make them?
You keep looking at me like I'm a meatball maker.
Well,
you
'cause
saw
you
my
just
one
posted-
foray into making
So,
meatballs.
but did
That's
you
why I
put a
put it
lot-
on the internet.
Meredith's meatballs are subpar. Let's just
Do not come to me for anything food
Let's just
related.
put that out.
I make
open.
a damn good Toll House chocolate chip cookie. That is
Me
it.
too.
And I can tell if you are anywhere off on the recipe.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's
That
all.
is it.
I know
That's
the
it.
recipe
That's all
in
I
my
got.
head.
That's
I have
it.
that recipe
Yeah.
in my head.
Okay, so
So you brown all that, and then you put the sauce in, and you just let it cook.
and
cook,
what was
cook,
the
cook.
sauce you used?
The tomato puree. A couple cans of that.
Wow,
some-
I've never
couple
seen
cans.
tomato puree. Have
Yeah.
I? It's cans.
It's in a can. It's just.
Oh.
It looks like tomato. It's tomato
And it
sauce,
just
but it
says
has like
tomato.
no. It doesn't have like anything in it.
Oh,
So
tomato
you have
puree.
to. That's
so,
why you have to.
so you really
put-
have to season it.
You have and you have to let the meat just flavor that.
So you
Sauce.
sear the meatballs and then you throw them into this sauce.
Yep. All
And
the
then
meat.
you add tons of garlic and you put the garlic in the meatballs.
Yeah.
And then what do you add for your seasonings? Salt, pepper,
Salt and pepper.
oregano.
That's it.
Oh, that's
no
it.
oregano.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
You just let it cook all day, and then your house just smells amazing in like 12 hours.
And then what
You
kind
gotta
of?
let it cook for a long time.
So that's. Can you put it in the crock pot?
Sacrilege, I think.
I feel
Oh.
like
Now Jason
Not the
hated a
same.
crock pot because he didn't like his meat sitting in all these juices.
It does dry it out.
He's
if
like,
you're not
that's
I feel like it's not the
disgusting.
same.
You got to learn how
Right.
to use it.
So what kind
you
of
want to
pot?
be able to lift up this cover and stir
and
it
taste it and be like,
yeah, throw some bread in there.
And what shape pasta do you make?
Well, I don't really make. We do raviolis, but I'll
right.
do like just
You'll-
spaghetti or something.
So you'll just get
We
the
make it
boxed pasta.
most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
So-
make it, but I will make like spaghetti with it. I
Yeah,
won't
my
sh- I
mother-in-law
won't
makes
shape
the
it out.
homemade manicotti for Christmas time,
Mm.
and that's pretty delicious.
Sounds
it's melting in your
decadent.
mouth.
Does she make the pasta?
It's light, yeah, and
Yeah,
she makes it
good.
like a crepe.
Yeah, I just watched
Wow.
a video on that.
I was
It's amazing.
blown away.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that
She's
sounds
got it. She like
delicious.
pours
It's
it
not as heavy.
out. It's very light. It just
Mhm.
melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh God! I told my
Delicious.
kids next time Noonie comes up, we're going to ask her to make that.
Yeah.
With us.
Mhm.
Oh, she'll love
Yeah.
that.
And we do like the Christmas. We do like the pizzelle cookies.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I almost bought one of the. I don't know how
The
to pronounce
makers?
it, but I said, you know what, Meredith, you do not need to be making these and eating them
They're awesome.
because that's what I would do. They're my favorite.
They're
the little
good.
anise flavor
Yep.
to it.
Mhm.
Oh.
And then those round ones,
Oh.
the snowball ones
Oh.
with the
And then you get the curler.
Yeah.
It makes it like a cannoli.
Yeah.
Stuff it.
Cannolis are the best.
This is why I am where I'm at. I love to eat. I really do. And I love to find those like who's got the specific good ones, because everybody has their rotation and like what's good in your rotation, you know?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
You know what? You don't even need to cook your lasagna noodles anymore.
I know.
It's like,
Yeah.
you
Throw
just
'em
put
in
them
there
in
with some
raw.
water.
Yeah.
And you can use cottage cheese
My kids
instead
don't
of
like
ricotta.
lasagna. Can you believe it? Is that horrendous?
My kids don't either.
No.
I slaved
love it.
boiling the noodles, layering
Me too.
made a whole thing, presented to the kids. Oh, Mom, we really don't like lasagna.
Yeah, they don't like
It's a
it.
lot of work.
It's
I'm
my
like,
favorite.
go to your room.
And it's expensive. If
Yeah.
you go to buy a lasagna, it's like $50 for a whole.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Anthony likes his lasagna, but he likes a pea.
What?
He likes peas on top of his. He also likes a bolognese sauce on top of his lasagna with peas.
With peas.
Yes, and he specifically asks when he goes to, what's the one on 106 and 138?
Tutto bene?
Tutto bene. No,
Mario's?
nope.
Where?
Porticello's?
Porticello. So the mother makes the lasagna, and it's absolutely out of this
I haven't
world.
been there in a long
And they
time.
do add the peas special for Anthony.
Now, did his mother do that?
His mother has passed, and she only cooked Cape Verdean food, I think.
So where did he get the peas from?
I don't know. He has a hankering for peas.
Well, you know what I'm learning is there's a lot of carrots in Italian food too.
And sometimes people put it in the sauce.
That was what was in that recipe.
don't.
You know
Well,
whose
it makes it
recipe I
sweet.
used? Actually,
Yeah.
now that I think of it, was the famous chef Lydia?
Yeah. Oh,
Her.
she's the best.
She's like real.
Oh,
Italian.
Lydia.
She
Oh,
puts
yeah,
like
Lydia.
the whole. Did she put the whole carrot in, or she?
No, I had to not grated because that would be, I think, weird. I had to like use my chop and like really
Oh.
finely create a paste with it.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, all right, I'm going for this. They
Yeah,
might
for
not like
flavor.
it, but because I don't usually like a warmed carrot, but I think it adds a sweetness
does.
to it, right?
It does. I've heard of it.
Well, Auntie Harriet told Alexa to put a green pepper in her chicken matzo ball soup, which she makes, and you
She makes the
tasted it.
best,
It's
hands down.
unbelievable. And there was a little Facebook disagreement when Mother was alive with the green pepper on a Facebook post. My mother was very combative. We loved it. She always had to open the mouth. So great. So anyway, but it was delicious with the pepper. Auntie Harriet, you were right.
Oh.
Sorry, Mother.
I mean, the beauty of the matzo ball soup is how mild it is, in my opinion.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, it's like the best chicken noodle soup you've ever had.
I
But
bet Joe could make it
the
delicious.
flavors
You
are
could
so
make-
mild. And then the matzo ball itself,
Do you like hard balls or soft balls?
soft.
Yeah, so
I
that's
think I'd want soft too.
yeah.
It
Sometimes-
just and the flavor
It
is a perfect
absorbs into it too,
companion,
right?
Yes.
and it doesn't compete with the broth. Oh wow,
I
it's
could just
delicious.
eat
Is
matzo
it just
balls.
a chicken soup with matzahs?
So you
balls in
can.
it?
Some people don't put chicken in it. Like some people. So my mother would boil the chicken, and then we would eat all the boiled chicken because
Just
I
take it
love
out.
boiled chicken.
just for the flavor.
Yeah, but you can. But she did, chop it up, rip it apart, and she
Mhm.
put it back in the soup. Her soup was delicious too. But some people don't want the chicken; they just want the egg noodles. It really depends on what you want.
I love all soups.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I love like lobster bisque.
You know, your brother,
Mm.
without knowing it, warmed my cold heart.
He does that.
Yep,
And
by making soup.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And I was new to the office,
He would bring in
begrudgingly
so
because they
many
closed our office. And he was
treats.
my new manager. And I'd known him since I'd started with the company, but he wasn't my manager. And then he had to be my manager. And then so I was grumping around the office one day, and lo and behold, there was soup. And I said,
Trying to cheer you up.
where did the soup come from? And Joe said, I make soup on Fridays.
Oh, that's where you
Occasionally.
got soup on Fridays.
That's where soup
He
Fridays
goes through
come
these
from.
phases. He'll
He
go through like a
does.
curry phase, and
Yeah.
everything will be with curry.
Oh,
Yeah.
he also
And
went
it
through
was-
a dessert phase.
it was
Now
sausage
the
cabbage
sourdough
soup.
bread has been sticking around for a while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the sourdough.
Yeah.
I was privy to
They're
a
good.
loaf.
And then
Mm.
he told us that he made homemade cinnamon rolls.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
And I was like,
And that's
Mhm.
why.
what?
Yeah.
And he brought them in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, my cold heart is done. Frozen.
And I blame him for my weight gain.
yeah.
It was
Me
when I started working at Cool Banker, the pounds just went on, and I blame your brother.
You know, now that we have skinny managers, not that Joe's not skinny, but Joe and I like to eat. I know we talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't have food anymore. Have you
There's no
noticed that?
food.
We'll
I'll
get to
have
tell Laura
Joe.
and
I'll
Dora.
have to tell Joe
Laura
to
and
bring
Dora.
some food down.
We would like a food.
He's right up
he
the
does
street.
he does owe sausage cabbage soup, he said, and some cinnamon rolls. Delicious. I'm trying to think what else is in my rotation.
He owes us.
My kids, I don't think, like my cooking.
They don't.
They're never like, Mom, we make this.
You should ask them today, kids, do you like my cooking?
They're going to say no.
Oh.
We do a lot of takeout too.
Yeah. Well, your life is so
Yeah.
busy. You
How
have
old
to.
How old are they?
15, 13, 12. You
Oh,
know,
same as
but
me.
I am, what is of curiosity to me is finding takeout that feeds a family.
Right.
I have a little fascination with this. And I did put a Facebook post to the moms in Easton, and it was like fun. People were like, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Because you can't just go to your favorite restaurant and order 5 different dishes when you're ordering for family.
No.
It's too expensive, and the kids are going to have 2 bites of it, not eat it, and it just doesn't make sense. So trying to find the best takeout for a whole family.
If you want to try tomorrow,
Yes.
because
I'd say
Alexa
pasta and a calzone. That satisfies everybody.
Calzone.
is heading to Tasso's tomorrow for lunch. So if you want her, Christina will put together a family meal for you, and Alexa can drop it off.
Thank God for
I
Alexa.
want to try that place too.
I haven't been.
It's very
Never either.
authentic and so
Looks
much fun.
delicious.
It's absolutely, everything's made to order.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're in a rush, folks, do not go to Tasso's.
Yeah.
If you want homemade,
Yeah, that's what I
delicious,
want.
made to order food,
Yeah.
giant portions that you possibly cannot finish,
I love that.
go to Tasso's at the Norwood Airport. Wait, so we didn't talk about your catering business
Oh, yeah.
or what you do and who
one-
do you help?
So Christmas time is when I get most of my orders, like the
Oh.
holidays.
What are people ordering?
All pasta stuff and calzones. I just did like 5 calzones for somebody and like 1 chicken palm.
Could Meredith order a family meal from you?
Every single time there's an order, it's always like something pasta and then always a calzone.
Well, the
All the time.
calzones
All the
freeze so
time.
well, too.
I didn't
They
grow
do.
up on calzones, so I don't know.
My girlfriend, Italian, she makes calzones. I'm like, will you teach me? She's like, it's not a big deal. I'm like, well, I don't make them.
What does she put in hers?
I don't know, but they come out good. And she comes over and she brings a calzone. And
like
it's-
a deli
meat.
type.
Yeah.
Is that what you put in?
Those would the basic is the Italian. So
Our
that's-
house favorite is ham and cheese.
So this is what I do: ham, pepperoni, and cheese.
Oh,
Tons
yeah.
of parsley.
Yeah.
Tony would klutz.
Damn it.
I'll have to
Mm.
make one and drop it off at the
So
office for you guys.
Oh God, delicious.
So
I
will you
Like chicken ziti, broccoli,
Mm.
oh,
vodka
this is my
sauce.
Oh, you people order that. So
Oh, yeah.
so how many people are they ordering for?
I don't know. I don't know what she had. She
Do
was.
they
I
say,
think it was a
Jen, I
Christmas
need
party.
enough food
This was
for
a
5
Christmas
people
party.
or 6 or 10 people or
Well, she ordered she's like, I have 12 people coming over, so she ordered 4 calzones and like a small tray of chicken palm.
that is so delightful.
Oh.
Imagine having that home cooked for you. You're having people over. You just have to go pick it up.
Can you put it
know.
in my pan so I can pretend I made it?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your business name?
I don't really have one.
Jen's.
I actually did. My friend
Jen's
and I,
Italian
before
food.
COVID hit, my friend and I did start a catering thing. We had Facebook and everything.
Yep.
And then it was J&J because it was Jess and Jen.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit, and then stuff changed with her. We couldn't do it, so we were like, right before COVID hit, the Christmas before that, we were so busy.
I have an
Awesome.
album
Wow.
of
You can pick
photos
that up again.
from screenshots of
Food?
catering. You know, like where you see people do like, I never do these.
Then we had to homeschool. I just
Yeah.
Oh,
with the
God.
little
I-
cups
I
with
would
like
kill
ranch at the
myself.
bottom and perfectly chopped up vegetables so you can have your own.
Yep.
I love the individualized approach,
Mhm.
the little things.
I like the charcuterie things that they do.
Yes.
I love it. But
Yeah.
after a few bites of the charcuterie, I'm full.
Yes, you throw it out, I guess.
Right. Every time I throw the whole board away.
It's a waste. It looks beautiful.
Right? Because people's fingers are in it and
Yeah,
it's
it's
sitting out for a
gross.
while and then the cheese starts to congeal.
I judged a charcuterie contest.
Why?
It was
Who had you on the panel?
so much fun.
You
It
almost
was
don't want to mess them up because they're so
okay.
know.
So listen, I highly recommend doing this because it was wicked fun.
Oh, it was a party.
yes.
Yeah.
So my husband's the oldest of 9,
Mhm.
and almost all the kids went down to one of the kids' houses for Christmas one year, And one of the activities was, it was in the afternoon. So when everybody's starting to look for snacks before dinner.
Yep.
And this was pre-planned. You were entering into the charcuterie off. And so people brought their supplies. Some went out to get their supplies. But like my brother-in-law is a hunter. He makes his own sausage. He brought his own sausage.
Wow.
That's cool.
And what's interesting is to see them. So then I judged it, and which to me was a big responsibility. But what was my takeaway was to have a good charcuterie, you can't just throw a bunch of shit on a board. You have to have you have to be able to mentally walk through why something is on the board. Like if you have like a random pickle or something like that, where does that pickle go and how does it match with the food that's on your little plate? Like, do you have a cracker that matches with the cheese that matches with the pickle? And you got to let them know how to get there, just like a chef would do in pairing food on
Savory
a plate.
and sweet.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like
Savory
and
sweet.
visually it should lead them to how are they going to get this flavor ultimately in their mouth.
I'm not sure that I would think that deeply with my charcuterie, but I understand where you're going with that.
Well,
you
and
want it to
look,
flow.
it
You
was
want it to
fun.
be good.
It was
Right.
just fun, but that was something, my takeaway that I learned from it.
Uh-huh.
But what was great about this activity, if you have a group of people in a house, one, it fed everybody, and even the people who aren't participating. Two, it added the competitive element of it.
Right.
Three, it was time taken while people were putting their charcuterie boards together. So it was a fantastic activity to do.
Love that.
Yeah, it was really
If I
great.
was going to make one for brunch, I would do the bagel board.
What's
Oh,
a bagel?
yeah.
So they rip up pieces of bagel.
Oh.
Yep. And then they smear different
Yep.
cream cheeses on the board.
Oh.
And then they have capers and they have dill
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
have
yeah.
red onion. And you can take the bite of the bagel and you can put it in the cream cheese and put some red onion on it and have the perfect
They do butter boards too.
bite.
Did you ever see those? It's all
No.
different flavored butters.
I love
So
butter.
you get like a hunk of bread and then all
Oh.
like you just
Delicious.
flavored butters,
Oh.
which is not good for you, but
Is it though? I think butter is okay.
Well, this is why I don't make bread either. I made scally bread once, and it was the most delicious thing I've ever made.
I can't have holly in my house. If I buy a loaf of challah,
Yeah,
I
done.
rip it apart like an animal.
Yeah.
And I can't stop eating it.
I slather it in
And
butter.
then Tony goes, "Where's the challah?" I go, "Oh, I had to throw it out. It got moldy." When in fact, I really ate the whole loaf.
it got moldy.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I love this food talk,
Me
man.
too.
It's so fun.
So can people still call you or reach
Yeah.
out to you if they
Oh,
want to
yeah.
put in a
All the
little
time.
caterer, like,
I
for
love that.
dinner?
Definitely.
I love that. So how can they get in touch with you?
You should cook for people once a week.
I
was
do.
really
I do
looking
do
for
that.
that. You do? Yeah. I was looking for that
Yes.
for a while
you
where
were.
like
Everyone tags my name on like all
Yeah.
the sites. My friends are in
Oh, yeah.
Walpole and Easton. And
You
There
have
was
a real
someone in
thing going
Easton.
here.
I know.
there was something in Easton where the woman she'd make one meal each day or whatever days she was making meals.
Oh, and if you want
And you signed up in advance. She's like, I'm making
That's-
meatloaf on
yeah,
Wednesday.
you can't. Yeah, whatever she's
Right.
making, that's what they get.
She'd
I
make
like
it,
that,
and then you'd
actually.
go and pick it up. Your window to pick up it up was like between 3 and 5 on Wednesday or something.
Mhm.
That's a great idea.
I don't know how lucrative it is, but it's got you. I'm sure you get paid for your work, and if you love it,
Of course.
Yeah, it's like not work.
and then you're
not
helping these moms who
Mhm.
love it, maybe don't have the bandwidth or the
Right.
ability to be able to make that.
I would literally, like when it was dinner time, first of all, I would sit in my car before even going into the grocery store. I couldn't do it. I had to pump myself up. Then I'd go grocery shopping and then I'd come home and then I would bring in the groceries and then I would sit there and stare at my groceries for hours.
Yeah,
I couldn't put them away. So now I get Shaw's delivery thanks to Meredith.
yeah.
It's
great.
a
Thanks
life
to
change.
Sam.
It's
Yes.
literally life-changing, folks. If
Yeah.
you don't like food shopping, get yourself the Shaw's app.
I
Yeah.
like the food.
You like to food shop. Yeah,
I
don't.
love Costco. Can't wait for the one to open up
No,
in Easton.
I eliminated
and
that.
Sharon.
Oh, I know.
Can't wait.
Yeah, people love Costco.
You know
Joey,
why?
My brother loves. He calls me up. He's like, "Guess where I'm going?"
Which one, Joey?
Joey.
You only have one brother,
Yeah.
right?
You know what though? As head procurement officer in my house, I stress when I have 85 peppers in my fridge.
Right. There's no place to put them.
And then-
they
and
end
then-
up going bad.
Yeah, I just
We're in trouble.
oh
It's the end.
God, we've got
Adam is
64 seconds.
screaming at us.
64.
He's giving us hand motions. 5,
Jen
Goes by
Papagno,
3, 2.
thanks for coming and joining us
Thank
today.
you.
We might
I
have to have
loved
you
it.
back. I
I
feel
would-
like we have to dig in some more.
Yeah,
but-
let's dig some more. I'd love to
Yeah.
come back.
All right, you'll come back.
I'll bring food.
Oh, we love food.
Oh,
What?
should
Hurry
we
up.
announce our thing?
Go ahead.
Folks, check out our billboard, Weinstein Keach on Route 138 above Honeydew
Yeah.
Donuts.
Yep.
You'll see it today.
We're
It's so
kidding.
exciting.
We're so giddy.
We're going to go now and take a picture.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, girls.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank
Talk to you
you.
later.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay, bye.